Welcome back to the Tomarosa. We are in full swing working on our insulation. We actually got started back in September when we had it delivered to our farm, and we started by putting some insulation above the blocking for our interior walls. We also did the headers and we insulated behind the shower. Now that we have our plumbing and our electrical done, we are insulating the entire downstairs area. Okay, so we're going to start doing some more insulation today. Our insulation plan for the house is to do spray foam for the roof and then Rockwool for the rest of the house. And Rockwool is basically just spun rock, including basalt and slag from the steel manufacturing process. And it's pretty heavy and dense, so it's also very good for soundproofing. One of the main reasons we want to use it is it's also fireproof because we're very concerned about fire in our area. And the main thing that we have to do with it is you have to cut it with a special knife, which is not hard. It cuts very easily. And then it is also friction fit. So that's nice because if you look above, we also have already put some up in our ceiling and it just stays there. And there's some other places in the house we've already put some in, but today we're going to go ahead and put in as much as we can where we don't have any wires already run. Ta-da! So what's the weather report this morning?
It's a balmy, I think it's about 0 degrees now, but it was 8 below earlier this morning.
And yeah, what's going on here?
We're gonna go dashing through the snow with 3 bales on a tarp.
How come? How come?
It's too cold for the tractor to start.
Fun winter time on the Tomarosa. Get the road right now. There we go.
I can tell everybody we would have had our house turned off. It's Christmas Eve and we just finished putting some insulation up. We put as much as we could. We didn't do everything, of course. You can see there's gaps. And the reason being is we haven't had our rough-in electrical inspection yet. So we have to leave all the wires that are in the house exposed. So anywhere there wasn't any wires, we went ahead and insulated. And it's already made a huge difference in the house as far as holding in heat and making it more comfortable to work in.
the installation's going really well. I like working with the Roxul, and I was concerned how it was going to go around the wires and the outlet boxes, but it works pretty well. All you have to do is cut a slit in the insulation at the right height, and it just goes around it. And then for the boxes, you just cut out like a little plug, and then it just leaves some insulation behind it, and it fits in really nicely. In case we ever had to get back into the walls, I took photos of all the walls before I insulated. Okay folks, here is your spray foam update. Unfortunately, the sample that was sent in December was lost. So we had to do another sample. We just sent that one in. Of course, we are not happy with this at all. But for some reason, the universe is giving us a delay, and we're trying to be zen about it. And we are just continuing to focus on the downstairs. And as usual, we will let you know when we know something. So stay tuned, and we will keep you updated. We are also insulating a couple of interior walls, and the Rockwool is working great for that. It's rigid enough, and the friction fit will make it so that it will just stay within the stud bay, and we don't have to do anything else. We have now pretty much finished our insulating of the downstairs walls. Including insulating the wall between the two downstairs bedrooms.
So while Virginia was insulating, I took care of a bunch of punch list items we had to get done before we got drywall done. So that included putting more holes in the house. So I put in a range hood vent.
Hello there!
Hi!
I don't think that position is OSHA approved.
Probably not.
Probably not.
And a dryer vent. And I also put blocking in the kitchen. I put more blocking in the bathroom. I had to run one more wire for the smoke detector interconnect up the stairs. I had to do a little work with blocking on the ceiling. And I had to remove the toilet. I had to do shimming in the bathroom for around the shower area. And as a bonus, I did a handrail. I feel like I'm on an HGTV show making things out of black pipe.
Here's our rough bit.
Just a piece of scrap metal? No, it's our work list. And we are done for this weekend. Coming up, we're gonna rough in for the mini split heat pump. And we have to still insulate under the floor in the crawl space. That's gonna be an excellent time. And then we are gonna start working on drywall. So stay tuned and we'll see you next time on the Tomarosa.